Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. And welcome to Cartooning Monday here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, where I bring the fun to you. Yeah, you don't have to have me come to your door per se. I can just come to wherever you are on YouTube and impress you with a little bit of art and a little bit of fun. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, please check out my website. It's this way, KimOverholt.com. And here's the thing that I like to do is teach you. You have to practice. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, I hope you had a great weekend. And I'm going to let you practice a little bit of doing cartooning with me. So that's the fun about being here. All right, so if you haven't been here before, like I say, my name's Kim Overholt and I am your party artist. I've been doing signs, designs, logos, caricatures, cartoons, and I went to Sheridan College for classical art and art fundamentals and classical animation. And I enjoy over the years just doing art and bringing all to the forefront for you. So I've got my handy dandy marker in hand, just give you a basic start off with what we do. Okay, so my key thing to tell people is to get good at it, you have to practice with anything that you do. All you need is a little bit of practice. Practice makes perfect. All right, so we start with our basic shapes. A triangle, the square, the circle, and what we call the organic shape of what it can be whatever you want it to be. You can make it look like whatever you want it to eventually end up looking like something. And hey, and you always have to make sure you get an eraser. Erasers are a godsend because if you ever make a mistake, you just look. This particular blue, I have to scrub a little bit harder than usual, but just to show you. Yeah, erasers are very important to have. And I want to teach you a little bit about how to make your own cartoons and maybe something that will help you express yourself, right? A little bit of who you are inside. So, with those ideas in mind, think of your favorite artist of what you like for doing in cartooning. Sometimes people like to do something that's similar to Garfield, which is something similar to this. um, Similar to, but not quite. If anything, it reminds me of the old Garfield of what he used to look like back in the day. Okay, but anyway, something like that. And if you emulate your favorite characters, of course. Let's see. What else? Oh yeah, there's of course the Simpsons have something very similar, kind of like that, and they have this. They have like where you can make them. And this is like doing my own kind of idea of making my own kind of Bart, if you will. But we have our own ways of drawing and our own ways of creating. So always try and think of something that's your own. Don't try to be like everybody else because everybody else is taken. Do something that's more yourself. And as you can see, I have a certain style of doing things as well. So if you have a certain style you like to do, try it out every once in a while. Let me hold on a second. I got an idea. I can show you an idea. So hold on. I have books. Let's see where. Oh. One of my particular favorites, Christopher Hart. Here he tells you how to draw and stylize cartoons, and I'll take some examples from out of there. Let's see, and say if you want to make it like a little girl or a little boy, that kind of thing. If you want to make teenagers, like somebody driving in a car, that kind of thing, you can make it like when you start to color everything in, you can make it very stylized and cool. Something very neat for kids to play and do. But let me give you an idea. Let me find you um, ideas about making people. Okay, so there's shape of your head, body size, and facial expressions. Of course, we've talked about facial expressions before, and how you can make it look more sincere. To how to draw your thicker lines thicker, how to make your thinner lines thinner, that kind of thing. How to make people's lips and eyes and nose and mouth, and so there's all kinds of different things you can practice. Just drawing eyes if you want to, like you can draw eyes that are like that. You can draw eyes that are. I think we did this the other day too. That are like that, and you can draw eyes that can be kind of like. Like that too, if you wanted to have that kind of face. It's totally however you want to make your characters, how you want to make them do. Now, if you want to make them more realistic, of course, you want to start being able to draw more realistic with a pen than rather than and practice with pencil first because usually it's usually good to do first to make the eye. I can show you a quick little thing. You start with a circle and then you make like a football shape. And you can make the circle in the middle, that's the iris of your eye. And you can make the reflection, make two little circles on the outside. I make an eyelid, and I make a shape of an eyebrow. And then you can make it kind of like a big to small, and then you put that little thing in their eye. There we go. So, and then you make the eyelashes, which are kind of like check. Takes practice, lots of practice, and you can also color in your eye. You can color in the light spots and the dark spots. Yeah, kind of like that. Make it look more realistic. You can add like the eyelid underneath there, and you can add. You can even make it look like they're crying if you want to, and like a teardrop kind of in their eye if you want. Make it sure that they can add a little bit of water, make it look like they're crying, that kind of thing. And this is where you get to play a little bit. You can play with the idea, crying. There you go. So, make it look more realistic by adding more shades, stuff like that. Okay, so if you want to go more realistic, you just got to practice. It's practice, practice, practice. Again, welcome to Cartooning Monday. This is where you get to kind of get a little bit of a start on trying to figure out how you want to make your cartoons and what you want to draw. If you want to draw something more realistic, you can go with realistic. If you want to go with cartoony, you can go with something cute and funny, or you can go with something wild and serious, or whatever the case may be. Sorry, I have to show my belly button. I'm just here. There's my belly button. So yeah, and it's just a matter of practicing, practice, practice, practice. So. As Commander Mark used to say, I used to watch all the time, he said, draw, 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 draw all the time, draw everything, draw whatever people want you to make. Say you want to draw a flower, we'll draw a flower. Simplistic flower. Here we go. Make a little stem and make something that kind of looks like triangle shape with a little bit around in it. See, everything has a little bit of something it together to make it look like something, and it looks like flower. But if you want to practice making a rose, say roses are something completely different. If you want to make a flower that's a little bit more complicated, try making a rose. I would show you first a shape that you should make, which would probably help you with the rest of filling it in, which is, I believe, like a teardrop shape. And then you can kind of fill in the spots there, and then you kind of go around there and you make it kind of look even, and then you add some more leaves to it there. And you can kind of make it come out a little bit, adding more leaves around the outside. Little squirrelies like that. And then you can even draw something like a little bulb underneath, like a U shape. To show that's the bottom of the flower of your rose there. And then you can make these little things go like that. That's like the little leaves that you see. Again, it's about the practicing of making this, doing this back and forth. If you can make the scribble, and you can make something nice like that. And this is starting from a teardrop shape. Just from shapes, you see. Shapes make everything, and you keep drawing until you make the correct shape. So something like that. And then you add like the stem. You can make the little thing that's kind of underneath there too. Kind of like that. See, and look at that. You've got a rose. See how pretty that and easy it is? See? Just by just doing basic shapes. Coloring it in is fun too. Like after you've made something and you have all kinds of colors, like markers and things like that, color it in to whatever colors you want to. That's the other thing too that makes it more unique in your own is when you add color to it. Color makes everything look good. And what I also want to explain is reactions for some people, like some expressions for. Well, I'll just show you. Okay, hold on, let me see if we can find it here. Standing postures. Yeah. Like reactions. I want to show like reactions. So, trying to find a good idea for a reaction. Sorry, give me a moment. Well, okay. Well, let's see. We'll try like a. We'll try. Maybe not. I'm just gonna try angry, but angry's not good. Although angry seems to be a common expression between happy and angry. You get something weird. Okay, let's try something else. Let's draw basic shapes of people then and get expressions. Okay, so say you want a happy girl, we'll make a happy girl so we can make the shape that's like a diamond shape for her face, kind of. And have her with bangs. So say she has bangs. And this is stylized, so it isn't what you're gonna think it's gonna be. So and it kind of goes like this. She's got like an ear here. And see her hair goes and then comes down. Kind of like so she's got bangs. Ta-da. Okay, there's her ear. And her face is like she got big eyes, so make her with big eyes. Big eyes, skinny little nose, like that. And she's got like a she got lips like that. And here we go. So she's got this weird neck though. Her neck is very strange. It goes like this. But then you can make her shoulders kind of come here. Or she'll have a tube top on, so or a turtleneck like I'm wearing today. A turtleneck. So they put a turtleneck there. And then continue her shoulders down like that. And that way she's kind of looking like this at you. Have the eyebrows over here. You want kind of like that. That's an expression. So just like an off expression. There we go. You can make her hair look a little bit nicer. You can add like an earring if you want to, that kind of thing. Or you can make her hair not go under. You can make it go flip over like that. Make her look like a pretty girl with curly hair. Maybe another curl over here. Kind of thing. You can continue that way. You even have like maybe another curl over here, and her hair doesn't exactly go perfectly. You got a little curl over here. So yeah, you play with the idea of a character, draw them up, and give them facial expressions and stuff. Uh, yeah. I like that thing. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, you get ideas for how to make people the more that you practice doing shapes. So gives you a basic idea of what you can do when you start practicing making shapes and things. So you can make all kinds of people, different kinds of shapes, different kinds of things. And I hope you guys have been thinking about a story for your cartoons that you want to draw, because I'm getting close to where I'm going to not wait for you anymore, and I'm going to start drawing anyway. So I hope you have something cool coming up. It could be kind of scary if you want it to be ghouly, schooly, cool, and whatever you want to make it into is what it's going to turn into. So, and that's what's important. It's what you make it. So even you know, whatever you do for things like this, take responsibility of what you're doing and make sure you know what it is. That you're drawing. Like I say, your basic cartoon can be just a simple page. Like I say, with establishing shots and titles at the beginning, and of course with the finishing at the end. So make sure it has a happy ending at the end. And whatever goes on in the middle is whatever the character has coming into the. You could have something like that, have like a square here, have it dynamic, like have something like something that goes from here to here. Some kind of action going on that leads into something like this kind of thing. Because there's and the end. The title here, and the end here. And in between, all kinds of neat, cool stuff can happen, and very quickly and very easily, and could be easy, funny, sad, happy. Make it whatever you want. It's your own little play right there in front of you. So you get your characters, you get your design made up. And then what, right? And then what? Then it's a matter of trying to see if other people enjoy what you do. So if you put it out there, which I plan on doing, I plan on making my cartoon and putting it out there. I've waited long enough for everybody. I can't wait for anybody anymore. I gotta just do it myself because nobody's gonna do it for me. That's for sure. So. Here we go. Ta-da. All right. So this year is going to be a year of completion for some of the things that I do. And one is going to be making a cartoon for you, a complete and finished product. So that you can see what it's going to look like when it's done. Sorry, it's because my boobs are so big. My shirt keeps riding up on me. Sorry. Okay. So, assignment for you, maybe go to your local library and find a little bit about Christopher Hart and read up about what you can do to become a better cartoonist. Scott McCloud is another name that I will throw out to you, as well as Jim Davis and Matt Groening and Oh, there's tons of cartoonists out there. You pick your favorite and just go for it, because that's the only way you're going to learn, right? Is to and trust me, I practice all the time. While I try it as much as I. That's why I come here, to get my little bit of extra practice so I get better at what I do. I've gotten better at playing my ukulele. I've gotten better at um, being good at retail, that's for sure. And I just want to bring things to you to give you inspiration so that you can carry on with maybe what you want to do. Because I know you've got plans, like I have plans. People are like, "Oh, if I won the lottery, I would give some of my money to doing this and doing that." Like, no, I've got plans, and when I'm done with my plans, it's going to involve everybody. So there's no way that I'm gonna just give it away to sell. No, I'm keeping it because I got ideas. I'm an idea woman, and I have plenty. Wait and see. Wait and see. I guess that's all you can do, because, like I say, I've been waiting for some response. You know, good or bad, whatever it may be, I appreciate it anyways, because that's the only way you learn, is through growth and through response. I think so too, because you give what you get back, I guess. And maybe because I haven't given enough out, I don't get enough back. That could be it, but I don't know. But in the meantime, if you want to know, check me out. Check me out on yeah, that's my website, and yeah, I do all kinds of other things too. And maybe one day you might want to come and hang out with me. I appreciate that. And as the words of my mom would say, "Peace with brother with a little bit added." I gotta take off because, yep, can no rest for the wicked, and I gotta keep going. So I hope you have a fantastic day. Don't know what else to tell you. Draw. Just keep drawing, drawing and painting, painting and drawing. Any kind of art is good art.